Game, begin.
What happens when you take legendary 16-bit Genesis and bolt on a sleek, high-tech CD player from the future? You get this, the Sega Genesis Model 2 with the Sega CD. A combo that defined cool in the early 90s and pushed home gaming beyond the cartridge era. Let's power it up, talk about what made it this setup special, and why collectors are still in love with this monster stack of nostalgia today. Released in 1993, the Sega Genesis Model 2 was Sega's sleeker redesign of the model. It was smaller, lighter, and let's be honest, a lot better looking next to your TV. Gone were the headphone jack and the volume slider from Model 1, but it kept the crisp stereo output and lightning-fast 16-bit gameplay that made the Genesis legendary. This system was home to some of the best 2D action ever made. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Streets of Rage 2, Gunstar Heroes, and Phantasy Star. And when Sega added the Model 2 version of the Sega CD underneath, things got wild. The Sega CD launched a year before the Model 2, but Sega quickly redesigned it to match this new, smaller console. The result, a perfect fit, a slick black wedge with front-loading CD tray that looked straight out of Blade Runner. For the first time, Sega fans could play full-motion video games, hear CD-quality music, and dive into bigger, richer experiences. Games like Sonic CD, Lunar, the Silver Star, and Night Trap showed off, what the future of gaming could be. Sure, the MFV looked grainy and terrible by today's standards, but back then this was next-gen magic and literally blew everybody's mind. Together, the Genesis Model 2 and Sega CD were more than just hardware. They were a statement. Sega was telling the world, we're not afraid to innovate. And you could save progress, enjoy enhanced audio, and even upgrade further by snapping on the 32X. Though that's another crazy story for another day. The Model 2's streamlined design made it easier to connect, and the audio mixing between Genesis cartridges and CD games created some seriously impressive soundscapes. Today, the Sega Genesis Model 2 with the Sega CD is a collector's dream, a reminder of when Sega dared to experiment and redefine console gaming. It wasn't perfect, but it was bold, stylish, and simply unforgettable. If you had this setup back in the day, you were the cool kid on the block, and you probably still are if you own one. Thanks for watching Retro Gaming Rewind, and let me try that again. Thanks for watching Retro Gaming Rewind. I'll get my lips fixed. Drop a comment if you owned a Sega CD, and remember renting those weird FMN games. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more retro console deep dives. Alright, talk to you soon, and more is coming up.